This is Mytilus trossulus, or as it's more commonly known, the blue mussel. Mussels are a kind of shellfish, just like oysters or clams, but they have a special behavior. Instead of living in the sand, like clams do, they attach themselves to hard surfaces with silky fibers called byssal threads. Byssal threads are incredibly strong. They help mussels hold on in strong currents, just like a personal anchor. Because of these threads, it's very difficult to pull a mussel off of its chosen surface. You've probably seen byssal threads in action when mussels are stuck to hard surfaces like piers or rocks at the beach. These mussels create reef ecosystems that other ocean animals depend on for protection or for food. You also might have seen mussels in mussel farms. We grow mussels to eat by letting them attach to ropes like this. But recently, some farmers have noticed that mussels are falling off the ropes before they can be harvested. When mussels fall off, they can't swim back, so they get covered by sand or mud and die. This is obviously bad for the mussel, but it's also expensive for farmers. Mussel farmers in Puget Sound wondered why this was happening, so they teamed up with scientists at the University of Washington to figure it out. We've all heard of climate change, where the climate is getting warmer because of an increase in greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. These gases act like a blanket, insulating and warming the Earth. But did you know that climate change also affects the ocean? One obvious impact is that when the atmosphere heats up, the ocean does too. In fact, the ocean has been getting warmer for decades. Another less obvious change happens because of carbon dioxide, the gas most responsible for climate change. Like any gas, it dissolves in water, so more carbon dioxide in the air means more in the ocean too. After dissolving, chemical reactions occur that make the ocean slightly more acidic. This is called ocean acidification. Could these changes be making mussels lose their grip? The scientists thought so they did some experiments to find out. Experiments with temperature showed that when mussels grow in warmer water, they make fewer byssal threads, which are also thinner and weaker than normal. In fact, the scientists found that on the hottest day of summer, the threads were up to 90% weaker than normal. This means that as the ocean gets warmer, mussels may have an even harder time hanging on. Other experiments showed that more acidic water is also bad for mussels, but this time it's not the whole byssal thread that's weakened, just the anchor site. In normal water, the adhesive at the end of the threads acts like a strong glue. As a result, the anchor is very strong, and mussels can hold on tight to whatever they're stuck to. But in more acidic water, the glue isn't as strong, so the attachment gets weaker and the mussels can fall or be pulled off by currents more easily. Both this and the warmer water are bad news for mussels, and for mussel farms. As the ocean gets warmer and more acidic, byssal threads will become weaker. That means that even more mussels will fall off before they can be harvested. But now that we know why mussels are falling off, scientists are working with farmers to try and manage the problem. By monitoring the water, farmers can get advanced warning of dangerous conditions and figure out ways to protect their mussels in the future. While mussels in farms may be getting some help, mussels in the wild still face an uncertain future. Without slowing down climate change, all we can do is keep studying how ocean change will affect mussels and what, if anything, we can do to prevent them from disappearing.